Hi there. So today I'm gonna finish up laying the rest of my mulch. We had about 2.5 pallets sitting here in the driveway, and I've been kind of picking away at it. I have a little bit left in my gully to do, and so I'm hoping that this makes it that entire way. We still haven't gotten mulch on the island bed, but it looks fine. We've mulched it pretty much every year since we put that bed in, so if we don't mulch it this year, it will be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna grab my shoes, my gloves, and we'll go down and get the gator. We'll load up that mulch, start picking away. I have black mulch, that's what I'm laying down. You can see I kind of made it all the way up to right here, and then on this section down here I only did this below section below the rock wall thing because I want to edge this out first before I get mulch in this section. So I'm going to be working on that first, and I've got this edger that I picked up at the grocery store. It's called a Meyer store where we live, and it's like kind of like a department store. It has all kinds of different things in it, different departments, and there's a garden section that's actually where my company that I work for grows perennials for them. But it's really nice. It's got this like serrated edge. It also has this edge where you can put your foot down and stomp it into the ground, and it's called Ames, and it's a shorter one, so it's about comes up kind of to my middle of my stomach here and has these nice handles on it. So that's what I'm going to be using to edge this before I lay mulch down.
I'm telling you, you better change your ways. I'm tired of being lonely night and day. Well, around the town you chase, there'll be someone in your place. If you don't stop your cheating, I'm telling you. Take a tip from me.
Oh man, that looks a lot better. That edger does such a great job. Okay, I'm gonna get some mulch on this.
You think you're treating me wrong, you'll come home and I'll be gone. If you don't straighten out, I'm telling you.
Got that section mulched. It's looking pretty good. All of these rocks I had found while I was digging in here, and I just lay them on the top of the soil until I want to put them somewhere. I probably am going to put them back in there and just kind of scatter them about. But first I wanted to plant some blue salvia in there. I have a few little blue salvias that came back from last season. There's one, and there's like 6 or 7 little, well, I shouldn't say little, they're actually big chunks that came back from last year, this whole group. And they're so pretty. So I want to plant the remainder of this kind of border with blue salvia.
To you, I love you
And the bugs are out in full force today. They're kind of making me nuts.
Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. South Jackson town. We'll go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your head. Go play your hand, you big talk, and then make a big move again. Go on to Jackson.
Oh my goodness.
Don't comb your hair. Honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson. See if I can. In a breezing to the city, people gonna stoop and bow. Oh, them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know. I'm gonna Jackson. Gonna loosen my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson. Goodbye, that's all she wrote. But they'll laugh at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony.
Looking pretty good. I pretty much realized that there's no way I'm gonna have enough bags of mulch because I think I used 5 on here. So that was just 5 right there. And I have to go all of that in between that circle and then all of this. So with 10 bags, and that's not gonna happen. So I think I wanna just continue getting as far as I can right there. And before I go any further, I wanna fix this line right here. So the opening of that arbor trellis is a lot wider than the rest of my regular paths. So this kind of tapers out once it gets there. And I've never really liked the look of it, but it's just kind of temporary. So I think what I want to do is make this end wider and make my rocks kind of go and tuck in right here along that. So I'm gonna have to move that penstemon. And I might get Nate to move that rock, I don't know. He put it there for me a long time ago. That'll work. I'll get my shovel and dig that up. This is the Midnight Masquerade penstemon. And I've had these for probably 7 years. They are one of my favorite plants because of the beautiful variation in the colors of the foliage. And they're about ready to bloom. Right next to this lupin would be pretty. The root system on this is more wide than it is deep. Stick it right in there. It's like the bird left me a little present on the leaves. Yeah, some of you commented that the birds are happy in my garden. I kind of like, I hate to even say it, but sometimes I don't even notice it because I'm so used to it. But yeah, they're constantly chirping. I mean, I can think of about, just that I know of, like 5 birds' nests in my yard. And I've got 3 bird baths that they like to swim in and drink from and bathe in, and then I also feed them as well, so they love it here. This is a Asiatic lily that seeded itself in here, and the rabbits eat this I don't have a lot of rabbits eating things in my garden, just, you know, things just here and there. But boy, do they love these Asiatic lilies. It's unfortunate because they're pretty when they bloom, but they don't bloom if the rabbits eat the buds off. That's pretty much their only time to bloom, so I've consistently been pulling them out over the years because of that. Oh, I'm gonna like this so much better. This area has always just been kind of like a temporary area until we cleaned that edge out over there, and then I could kind of figure out what I wanted to do with it. Oh my goodness, that makes me feel so much better. So much better. And the cool thing is I'm gonna be able to have instant grass in here. I could plant seed, which I have no issue planting seed. I've got tons of seed and I can grow it pretty easy. But the other day when we dug up that sod from my lawn up there, we saved a bunch of the pieces, and so I'm gonna go back here where there's a lot more. And this is what I usually do with the sod. I just kind of line it in here to suppress the weeds. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this and use it. So let's see here. Oh my word, it might be gonna fit perfect. Yeah, let me look at the other way. Wow, look at that. That fits perfect. Meant to be. What in the world? There's still a little orange on there from when I sprayed it, but that'll work good. It'll look a little wonky for a little bit. I'm gonna go get some more. Let's do this. And I'll water this for sure. I'm gonna go get some more strips of it. Oh my goodness, you guys, you have no clue how happy this makes me. This was always like an eyesore for me. So I'm just really loving the width of this now. It matches the inside of this. Now I have to try to figure out how to rearrange this section. I'm for sure going to pull up these rocks. That way I can have a path going up here somehow. And I gotta clean up all this. But, oh, Stacy was asking me the other day how my Cleome is doing. And you can see kind of next to my glove here, that's how it is doing. It usually takes a little bit of time, but as soon as we get tons of heat and sun out here, this stuff just takes right off and it's beautiful. So it's going clear over there, which I'll probably end up pulling it around there. These ones are pretty big, probably because I fertilized my rose. And oh, there's some buds on it that the deer or rabbit didn't eat, so that's encouraging. I fertilized this rose, so I'm sure that's why these are a little bit bigger. But I'll probably take these and transplant them somewhere else in my garden. But that line looks so much better. Nate said he's going to come out and mow today when he gets home from work, so I'll see if he notices what I did. All right, we got to get the rest of this mulch laid.
Makes me if I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, sing a song to make you feel this way.
That is as far as I got. It's looking pretty good. I'm thinking I just have this little spot, that little spot, and all that. So I'm thinking probably about 10 more bags just for this little section will do it. And the last thing I want to do is fix this edge right here. So basically I'm just gonna continue that line there down and shave that off, and then I'll probably patch up these two little spots, or that's just loose grass I think. Yeah, patch up that spot with the extra sod.
Sunshine almost away makes me if I had a tale that I could tell you.
Okay, now I just have to figure out what to do with all these rocks for now. So I'll probably just put them, I don't know, let's see. I'll probably just leave them kind of in this area and do a cool little like rock garden situation. Let's see, maybe like weave it in and out of something. I don't know, we'll figure something out.
Make a wish for sunshine on the way.
So much fun. It feels really good to get rid of the rest of those bags of mulch that have been sitting there for forever, and it feels really nice to kind of just pick away at this gully. This is a very large garden. It goes, we live on an acre, and I mean, we've got property back in the woods a little ways, but this garden pretty much goes the full length now of my acre. Like I said, with the exception of the woods in the back. So it takes a lot to mulch this, and this is the first time we've mulched this area in, I want to say 3 years. Nate says 2, and I think it's 4, so we'll go with 3. But it's looking a lot better. I forgot how long it takes and how much it takes to mulch this area, but boy does it look so much better. I'm really happy with this line I cleaned up, and also getting some more blue salvia in there. I remember last year I just put those blue salvia there, and then I kind of like popped some throughout. So I'm hoping that all of these will come back just like these did over here. So let's walk down and show you what we did. The line is looking a lot nicer. We went and put all that blue salvia around there, and I ended up just taking all those rocks and continuing this little wall. The wall kind of flattens out right there, so I wouldn't necessarily call it a wall. It's more of a like kind of a retaining wall down there, because it's almost 2 levels. But I ended up just connecting it and weaving it in throughout these sedum in here, and I don't know, I might end up changing it, we'll see. But for now, that's what I did with the rocks. And then coming up over here, I cleaned up this line that we forgot to do the other day when we dug this out, and I just made it nice and straight down there. And I'll probably, I don't know, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do as far as, I know we're not edging all of this. So the rock edging will stop right there. Once we get more mulch, it will be just like this side. So I'll just have mulch in here, and we're not gonna edge it with anything. And boy, this little walkway looks so much more pleasing to my eye now. You can see where it was. Isn't that wonky? And I had to do it that way for the time being because I put this in late in the season and I couldn't be bothered to like move a bunch of things around. I was just getting it in as quick as I could. So this width of this path just it's what I envisioned to begin with. Oh, these delphinium are beautiful. I love delphinium. I want to put more in here, I think. Anyway, we got all of this mulched in throughout here, and it's looking a lot better. You can clearly see where we stopped. And I'll get some more bags and we'll continue to do all this side. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you just had a joyful time hanging with me in the gully and getting some more mulch laid down. I know it's not the funnest job to do, but it's one of the most satisfying. It's not something that I look forward to doing, but I tell you what, in the garden, there's not much that beats going from no mulch to fresh mulch, and that's what we got to do today on another little section. Well, anyway, I just hope that you're having a wonderful day and enjoying the beauty in your garden as well. I know that there's lots of things to get done, there's lots of tasks to accomplish before the crazy summer heat comes. I think we're all kind of scrambling to get those things done, but just remember to take time, like Teresa tells us, Teresa on the West Fork garden there, to enjoy your garden and enjoy the beauty of it in the different stages that it is. I sure am. All right, well, we'll see you guys later.